cannibalism. It's a word we associate with horror films or ancient rituals. But in rare real-world cases, it emerges in the realm of true crime often intertwined with severe mental illness. Today, we're exploring real-life cannibalism cases in the United States from the last decade, not for shock value, but to better understand the hidden crisis behind them. That is untreated mental illness. In 2011, 35-year-old Tyree Smith was living in Bridgeport. Friends and family later described him as increasingly unstable. On a cold December night, he committed a crime that would make national headlines. He murdered a homeless man, Angel Gonzalez, inside an abandoned home. He didn't just kill. Smith claimed he was commanded by spirits to consume parts of his victim. He later told police that he believed eating the victim's eye, and part of his brain would give him power. Psychiatrists diagnosed Smith with schizophrenia, a serious mental disorder characterized by hallucinations and delusions. In 2013, a court found him not guilty by reason of insanity. He was committed to a high-security psychiatric hospital instead of prison.
A man was granted conditional release from a psychiatric facility more than 10 years after officials in Connecticut say he bludgeoned a man to death with an axe and ate some of the victim's body parts. Tyree Smith was found not guilty by reason of insanity in 2013, and his medical team says he's done the work to re-enter society.
He has maintained clinical stability, adhered to prescribed medications, and continued to engage meaningfully in groups and substance use treatment.
WFSB reports Smith has been living in a halfway house for several months now and gets glowing reviews from supervisors, as stated at a Connecticut Psychiatric Review Board hearing. But some people turned up at the hearing to express their concerns.
Murder and cannibalism and release in the same sentence, that's a problem. That's concerning to me.
His victim's family is also opposed to his release.
His grandchildren are scared. His daughter is so scared she couldn't even make it this morning.
Smith was reportedly determined to be in remission from schizophrenia and drug and alcohol abuse because of the counseling and medication he receives.
It's safe to say that if he doesn't take his medication, that his auditory hallucinations that tell him to kill people, kill police officers, may come back. Yes.
The conditions of his release include strict supervision and a continuation of his mental health treatment program.
This wasn't a case of evil, it was a tragic case of untreated mental illness spiraling out of control. In 2025, after over a decade in treatment, Smith was granted conditional release into a supervised community setting. The decision sparked outrage and fear among locals, understandably so. Mental health experts argued that Smith had made significant progress and posed no danger under strict monitoring. Still, it raised a crucial question: how do we balance compassion with caution? This case isn't about fear, it's about failure. A man battling delusions didn't get the help he needed until it was far too late. The tragedy of Angel Gonzalez may have been preventable with earlier intervention. Most people with schizophrenia are not violent. But when severe symptoms go untreated, especially in vulnerable environments, tragedy can occur. That's why accessible mental health care is not just medical, it's public safety. The Tyree Smith case is disturbing but also deeply human. It's about more than crime. It's about what happens when the system fails. Let's learn from it. Let's do better. For more true crime stories with a deeper purpose, subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, stay informed and stay compassionate.